So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Smith on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now Geno. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action now. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Dobbins. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Off of play action, here's Smith. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
What are y'all doing?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to the first down. From where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt, hurt. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect from the team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like, what are they planning on doing here? What kind of crazy play should we expect to see? But there's no way they should pick that up here, and they didn't.
And now incredible field position. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Smith. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. On 4th down, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's get to the machine. Rocco Nagurski, he ducked up the wicked stiff arm.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Gino on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. We got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40, the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline, their defense is like, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Geno now to throw.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He's got room at the 30. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 19. Leave it look.
Now it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to end the point after. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Foster Moreau, 40 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Waste of time. Can't believe I paid for this.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here in the first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker with the extra point. He will take a 7-point lead. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle, now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with a football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself clean.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Report! 13.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Jet sweep. Here's Bateman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter play. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Colts. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are right back in this football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing now is Geno. Rolling to his right. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Smith.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some self-yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone now, Smith. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So
touchdown, Colts! Jelani Woods, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now. All even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped out the line of scrimmage.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's 1st down.
A tie game in the 4th quarter. You're on both now in the NFL. That's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now it's Jackson.
Complete to Likely. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jackson to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's go now.
First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to 60.
Smith now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
19-5.
Now it's Smith. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Smith. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen.